Hello, everyone. In this episode, we're talking about The Smashing Machine.
But first, we always start with our movie news.
And in the second half, we compare and contrast two wrestling movies.
We also get into the best and worst of September.
And then it's all things spooky screen season.
And finally, we wrap up with our Did We Know?
They're handing them out like candy.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
And welcome to another episode of The A-List Admission.
Yeah, hello.
This one is episode 40.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
With or without the lost episode?
With the lost episode
Okay.
included is episode 40.
Okay.
Speaking of, though, I'll update us on that.
That's a good slide in, actually.
Yeah. So I am kind of at the point now where I might just say we've lost all the episodes up until this point. I think I have from 29 onwards. I could be wrong, somewhere in that range, because I think 28's the one we're missing. I could be wrong. It could be 29. I can't remember. But what I'm going to do is I still have the raw footage. So I think I'm just going to try to edit the rest of it. It was only like 20 minutes left, I think, that I didn't edit. I'm going to try to edit it, see if I can make it work, get all the saved stuff that I needed from it. And then hope for the best there.
Yeah.
But
Not much you can do.
I'm going to try to see if I'm going to hold on to the hard drive anyway and see if I can recover it one day. But for right now, just to get this moving forward, I'm going to edit it. I don't know when. I'll have to see when I have the most free time. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
For sure.
Cool.
And then slight mini update. My back is still kind of pulled. It's not as sore as it was last week, but it still does hurt to sit. So yeah, I'm trying.
Well, don't worry. It'll get better soon, hopefully.
Okay, so let's hop into some movie news. Also, side note, I'm sorry if I keep crossing my arms. It's just really comfy right now because my stomach's kind of bugging me too. So, it's a whole thing.
Oh, I also should mention, we're back into our Udis. I think the last couple episodes we weren't.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. But
I just came back from work, so I just wanted to change into something comfy.
thus us being always in our Udis.
Yeah, essentially.
Which, by the way, if you guys like this consistent kind of wardrobe thing where we're always in our Udis, let us know. I'm curious to see if people actually care.
Yeah.
But I think for us, we just put them on, one, for consistency's sake, but then two, because it's super, super comfy and soft.
Oh, it
and
is.
everything. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, go back to it.
First bit of movie news is that the Simpsons movie sequel has finally been confirmed for summer 2027.
Yay.
There was a 20-year hiatus between the first one and the sequel. Of course, it's with Disney's 20th Century. July 23rd is in 2027 is the estimated release date. And this is from Cineatomy on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Random question from this. Did you see that movie in theaters at all?
No, I didn't ever watch The Simpsons at that time.
So I watched that movie in theaters
Really?
because my aunt really likes The Simpsons. And so I remember going in theater, watching it, and at the time, well, I still really love Green Day, but Green Day is in the beginning of that movie
Oh.
as one of the bands that sings the
Oh,
theme
that's
song.
funny.
And so I got super excited and super into it after I saw
Oh,
that.
that's cute.
Yeah. Okay, so for the second movie news, we have an AI actress called Tilly Norwood. You've probably seen it on TikTok or Instagram or wherever, but it is a AI actress that a European company created. She has been criticized by real live Hollywood talent and the American Union that represents actors following the virtual star's debut. Aline van der Velden is the CEO of AI production company Particle 6, which created Norwood, said a number of entertainment companies were interested in signing deals with the AI creation, which really riled up actors, which honestly I think is insane. The fact that there's a company that is pushing a fake actress out there, and I think the term that I've heard recently was that she was going to be the next Scarlett Johansson. But I'm not surprised that there's been a bunch of backlash from real Hollywood stars and that a bunch of talent agencies are looking to sign her because she's going to be free labor, essentially, or cheap labor.
Yeah, this is also written by Abby Hughes from CBC News.
Oh, yes.
Just a side note.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think it's awful. Like, it's stripping away real stuff. But people will know the difference, I would think.
I don't think so.
Actually, Whoopi Goldberg was saying that people who know acting will know the difference.
I think it'll depend, because like I think we're gonna get to the point where AI is gonna be so indistinguishable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like think of what was the big movie that did it this year? Oh, The Brutalist. That used AI to replace signage, to put extras in the movie.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, it came out eventually, but like they still did a whole movie where AI was definitely used to supplement the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And if you have a whole actor that's there, I mean, people know her name. So unless they change her name, obviously people will know right away now. But I think you're going to get these AI actors, actresses come in and really disrupt things. And I think if people aren't wise to how AI actresses talk or act or whatever, I think it'll go completely unnoticed.
Yeah. Oh, probably.
Plus, also, AI is always learning. So, like,
Oh, I know.
and I don't see how it won't pick up on Scarlett Johansson's acting, or it won't pick up on you name your actor, actress here.
Or the voice, too. Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's kind of scary for sure.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Last and final piece of movie news is they have officially announced a Weapons prequel. So the director Zach, I think it's Cregger.
I think it's Cregger.
Cregger. It's not spelt that way. Anyway, regardless, he confirmed that he's going to be making a prequel for Weapons. It's going to focus on the main villain, if you will, of Aunt Gladys. The prequel is real, and he has a story that he's already written, and he's in discussions with Warner Brothers. He had the idea in mind for a prequel even before Weapons came out, which is pretty cool. It's gonna be the same director, obviously. Same woman playing Aunt Gladys. They confirmed it in actually this past month in September, because it had a huge success. So reason behind the origin of it is actually because there was a chapter of Weapons that Cregger had about Aunt Gladys that he cut from the film because there wouldn't be like enough time. So he's actually using that chapter to expand and make a full-length feature film. So I know I'm excited for that.
Oh, so
it's gonna be great.
And like the difference between us reporting this last time or one other time is that last time it was just reported. This is fully now confirmed, and I'm super excited because
I couldn't remember if we had talked about this before.
We had talked about it, but it was rumored. It wasn't like confirmed. But I mean, I'm so happy he's fully cemented himself into this because I think it's going to be a really good movie.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, it was just three bits of movie news. Nothing. Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
And now we're going to the one and only movie review because this week was pretty slow in movies. There were a bunch of limited releases. So like the one that's going to bother me so much that we didn't see is it called? It's not called Dog.
Good Boy?
Good Boy. Thank you.
Dog.
I know. There's remember there was a movie last week that was called Him.
Okay.
So anyway. Yeah, I would have loved to see Good Boy, but there was only one theater in our area that was showing it. But there was another one. I think there was another one called Anemone, but I could be wrong. But there was a bunch of limited releases. But we're trying to focus on the movies that are more mainstream or more like in every theater, so that way everyone has a chance to see the movies, right? Mm-hmm. So the movie this week obviously was The Smashing Machine. The director was Benny Safdie. The runtime was 123 minutes. Which translates to 2 hours and 3 minutes. The rating is R for violence, profanity, and drug use. And your key players / main cast is Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, Ryan Bader, Bas Rutten, Alexander Usyk, Lindsay Gavin, and Zoe Kosovic. Okay, and the spoiler-free synopsis. It's a biological sports drama that follows Mark Kerr, a legendary MMA and UFC fighter at the peak of his career in the early 2000s. As he achieves success in the cage, Kerr struggles behind the scenes with mounting physical injuries and the pressure of fame and addiction. The film explores both his triumphs and his personal cost of being a combat athlete, in relationships, in health, and in identity. Cool. So, what did you think of The Smashing Machine?
I hated it.
Wow. You really did not even
so
let me.
Boring.
I didn't hate it.
Okay,
I didn't
Dwayne
think it was that
Johnson,
good.
they're saying it's his like career best. His career doesn't have good movies. He was like the Tooth Fairy and Jumanji and Jungle Cruise. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
That's really bringing it down. Like,
I like The Rock. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's the best actor ever.
no, I agree with you. I don't think
Yeah,
he's a
but
good
I do think
actor.
he did a good job. But I don't really have much to compare it to because I'm not a huge fan of wrestling. Can't be bothered. I think it's stupid. Which to each their own. People are obsessed with WrestleMania and whatever. I just don't like it. But the acting all around was really good, even from Ryan Bader, who's not an actor. So like that was good.
Right. Okay. So I'm more of a wrestling, not a fanatic. I'm like a casual fan right now, but I was a much deeper fan when I was in elementary school and middle school. Even to that extent, this movie doesn't excite me. This movie is very boring. It doesn't, like, even the fighting scenes, which I like. If I compare them to even like Rocky, for example, the fight scene was so raw and real, and it seemed so much more energetic. This doesn't have that. Like,
No.
and I get that it's not the focus of the movie. His focus is not necessarily the fighting. It's the man, right? And I get that. I fully understand that. It's just there's a lot of fights in this movie that could have been beefed up to build suspense, right? It just falls flat. Like I expected. Don't get me wrong. Dwayne does a good job, like a good job as a dramatic actor in this. That being said, like Cheyenne said, The Rock isn't that great of an actor. Even when we took at movies like Fast and Furious that he's in, or Pain and Gain, or The Race to Witch Mountain.
Pain and Gain. I don't even know if I know that.
I think it's Pain and Gain.
Is it with Channing Tatum?
No,
or,
it's with Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, I think it is Pain and Gain.
He's done a bunch of movies. It's just he doesn't convey. Like, if we even talk, like, the thing is comedy movies, he's fine at comedy movies because it's just a comedy movie, and he can play funny very well. But as a serious dramatic actor, I'll admit, this is his best one, but there's not a lot to choose from.
No, and then also, the prosthetics are good for the first half. It's when he shaves his head in this movie, just The Rock. Like, I don't, it's not physically Mark Kerr.
The only thing that also makes him look a little bit more like Mark Kerr than The Rock is that near the end he shaves his eyebrows. Okay. The point of this, I get that this movie, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to downplay Mark Kerr by any means. I think his story was really interesting and cool. It's just the movie doesn't do, I think, a good enough job to make his story more interesting.
Yeah.
That's the essence of it. But all the acting was great, like Cheyenne said. Ryan Bader did a great job at his role as Mark. What's
Coleman.
his name? Thank you. And then I really liked Emily Blunt in this movie. I think everyone did their job very admirably. I just think this movie could have been more exciting, and it just wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really have to say about it.
Yeah. I have not much to say, unfortunately. It was just okay. It felt way too long in parts too. At one point, it felt like the movie was finishing, and it wasn't even 50 minutes in. So,
yeah, this one, like, the difference between, for example, even like One Battle After Another, where we were like, oh, this movie feels long, but it feels purposeful and it feels fun,
well paced,
and exactly, well paced is exactly it. This movie doesn't feel well paced at all
because it felt like there was multiple story ends.
I agree.
Yeah,
100%. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, it really does feel like this movie tries to finish an end, and then start another story and finish an end, and then start another story and finish an end. And it just doesn't feel like it was well written or well paced out. Was literally the best thing I could say. Yeah. Anyway. My rating for this is a 3 out of 10.
Mine's a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very comparable.
Yeah, like it's not. I wouldn't recommend seeing it, especially with all the other, like a bunch of other movies that are coming out. I wouldn't say to see this one.
This one's definitely a miss. Like, I can see that The Rock might get, Dwayne Johnson might get like some Academy nominations. Like, I know that was circling around.
Yeah, but people have to watch the movies to vote.
Well, but that's a whole other issue. I think for me is it's just he's not. I don't think this story was good enough to really entice audiences.
So yeah, it is only a one and done movie week, unfortunately. Next week will be popping.
Yeah, I think we have
or
two or
like
three movies.
the coming couple months, I think will be popping.
October has some good movies coming up.
Yeah, I mean September did too, which we'll talk about in our second half a little bit later. But our first part of the second half, actually, I wrote up some notes comparing and contrasting the Smashing Machine against another fairly, or I should say decently well-known wrestling movie, but to a very different degree, and that is Nacho Libre, which I am a massive fan of. Nacho Libre, one of my tattoos, again, Nacho Libre. It's so funny, and like I said, I'm not a huge sports movie fan, but comedy taken to a certain degree I do like. I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan of Dodgeball, but and a couple other comedy sports movies. Maybe it's just Nacho Libre I like because it's Jack Black.
So I will say we could have chosen a lot of other wrestling / like fighting movies for this. The reason why we picked Nacho Libre, I would say, is because one, Cheyenne has seen it. Cheyenne, you haven't seen Rocky, right? You said
no, I haven't seen Rocky, but that's also not why I picked it.
But also because we really enjoy Nacho Libre.
But it's also the closest to compare because they're both, one is loosely based on a true story, one is based on a true story.
Yeah, but I feel
and they're wrestling movies that are both true stories to a degree.
The thing is though is that this is so different in genre.
Yeah.
Rocky probably would have been closer for genre's sake. Yeah.
But there is a good compare and contrast to both of these.
I agree. That is also a good part of this.
Okay, so when it comes to similarities, 3 did come up. They both involve wrestling. At the core of both movies, they both center around fighters. While one is MMA, and one is like luchadors, lucha libre, staged type wrestling. The core of both movies is wrestling.
So the next one is personal struggle, where each story is more than just wrestling. It involves Kerr's fight with addiction and the pressure to being relevant and being a winner, whereas Nacho's fight is more on purpose and dignity and also still kind of about fighting for other people, right?
And then the other notable similarity is that they're both underdogs in a sense. Neither fighter is definitely shown as invincible. They are quite not. They're both very vulnerable, but both in very different ways. And yeah, if they lose, they lose. If they win, they win. And it just shows that, yeah, they're human at the end of the day.
I will say, but the loss for both has very much big consequences if they do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, now we'll go into some of the contrasting parts of it. So the first one being genre, like I said earlier. The Smashing Machine is a documentary, which is very gritty, very real, very structured in the way that it blends like real life with real wrestling or real fighting. And Nacho Libre is more comedic, goofy, and very much exaggerated. A lot of scenes are obviously more on the side of, ooh, let's do this really outlandish thing to make you laugh. Mind you, I know Lucha Libre is very real in the sense that it's in the real world, but obviously also that is even more staged, so it's a little bit more on the comedic side, right?
And then the tone is obviously very, very different. Smashing Machine is like painful, it's dark, it's a raw look more at wrestling, whereas Nacho Libre is very uplifting, it's light, it's funny, it's absurd, it's very comedic.
Yep. Another contrasting part is that the fighter's motivation is very different, right? Kerr's is about survival. It's about his career, and it's about battling his own personal demons to succeed above everything else, right? When we talk about his addiction, when we talk about his love life, even like that personal stuff, right? Like that all then also matters to his career in fighting, right? And being able to withstand both at the same time, and then where he falters in both. Whereas in Nacho Libre, the motivation is more about raising money for orphans, so it's very selfless. And then also chasing his own dreams of being a professional wrestler.
And in stretchy pants. But as terms of the audience impact overall, Smashing Machine will definitely leave you heavy-hearted because of his struggles throughout his career and his personal life too. But it does leave you reflective, especially with his addiction. It's very tough to watch, but it's also it is a good watch for his story. But with Nacho, it kind of leaves you laughing. It leaves you quoting lines. It definitely leaves me singing the I Am song, if you know what that is. And, you get hungry watching it, have some tortilla chips. The Chiefs. We're the Chiefs.
So the one that makes me sing is Encarnacion because of the Toronto Blue Jays who are in the playoffs right now. So hopefully it goes well. But
what does that have to do with it?
Oh, so in 2015, 2016, when the Jays made the playoffs last time.
Oh, there's a player named
Edwin Encarnacion was his name. Anyway, just little thing.
That's just him being an idiot.
No.
I'm kidding.
All of Toronto is rallying behind the Blue Jays
baseball nerd for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's a little comparison between the Smashing Machine, Nacho Libre,
a drama and a comedy.
But also both of them show the struggle of being a wrestler, obviously in two very different worlds, but still with its own challenges, with its own successes and its own motivations, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So now we'll go into the second part of our second half, which is the best and worst of September.
Oh boy.
So we watched a lot of movies.
10. We watched 10 movies.
So a mix of this is us going on vacation and delaying a couple movies, which literally only 2. But then the rest is all movies that we've watched in September from beginning to end.
Yeah. So from the first to the beginning to the end of September, we have The Toxic Avenger unrated,
The Roses,
The Conjuring Last Rites,
The Long Walk,
Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues,
Him,
A Big Bold Beautiful Journey,
The Strangers Chapter 2,
Gabby's Dollhouse the movie,
and finally One Battle After Another.
All right. So if we base it off our Letterboxd ratings, which again, if you don't follow us, it's at the A-List Pod on Letterboxd.
And it'll be the QR code will be on the screen for you to follow quicker.
Yep. It's really fun actually to even do it yourself, to keep a diary of what you've seen. Yeah. If we go off of this, the one we loved the most is very obvious, which I concur.
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk.
And then the worst on this same list
is a tie
between The Toxic Avenger unrated
and The Strangers Chapter 2.
So, the real rating that we're going to go with right now, right here, is the best of September is The Long Walk.
For you, yes.
What? You're going to change it?
I don't know. It's a tie.
Really?
It's a hard, 3-way tie for me, but...
what?
I would have said it's a tie between The Long Walk, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, and One Battle After Another. If I have to pick one, I did say in my top 3 this year is The Long Walk, so I'm going to stick with The Long Walk.
But do you feel like it deserves to be there?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's no question. I think The Long Walk is one that I literally recommended it today to someone else.
It's a brilliant movie, and yeah, it is going to be in my top favorites for a reason. So yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the two that Cheyenne mentioned are also really fucking good. And to nitpick one of the ones, or the ones that Cheyenne had mentioned, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is exactly what it says. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. That you get to learn so much about yourself, about other people, get to kind of live both lives very, very well. And then One Battle After Another is getting rave reviews right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, very justified. That movie is very well paced, very fun, very active. And I think, honestly, you're going to see a lot of Oscar nominations for this movie. I think
you'd hope so.
Okay. If everything goes what I think is going to end up happening, I think you're going to get a lot of nominations for this movie. It's so, so well done. But I truly do think The Long Walk is, one, so surprising. You don't expect how it's going to go. And two, I think the stories that get told in that movie are so, so good. And you get so, so attached to all the characters.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So now the worst is between on here, The Strangers Chapter 2
and The Toxic Avenger unrated. I'm going to stick with The Strangers Chapter 2 as my least favorite. Because Toxic Avenger, yeah, it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it more than I did The Strangers.
I think I'm going to agree with you. Because to me, The Strangers was a filler movie.
And it was The Toxic Avenger. We were laughing in parts.
Yeah.
Like, it was funny.
And the thing with The Strangers was it wasn't scary. I wasn't invested in any of the characters. I think I completely agree with you. The Strangers Chapter 2 was the worst of September by far because it was a filler. Like,
yeah.
you do not need a Chapter 2 from Chapter 1 and 3. And we haven't even seen Chapter 3 yet. It's not even been announced yet.
Yeah.
But I feel like this movie is gonna be such a toss away.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go into the second to last part of our second half, which is our spooky screen season because it's October.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is for the month of October, in our second half, we're going to showcase one or two Halloween / spooky / fall themed movies
That we watched.
that are older, not older, but like not new releases that we've watched. So spoilers ahead if you haven't seen them.
But also it's been a while for some of these movies, so.
Yeah, they have been out for years now. And yeah, this week we did watch two. The first one we watched was for the first time was Trick or Treat, which came out in 2007.
Yeah, so quick thing. Yeah, me and Cheyenne had never seen Trick or Treat at all. And I don't know why we haven't seen it. But the second movie is The Addams Family, the one from 2019. So it's the animated one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's get into the first movie.
So the first one, like we mentioned, was Trick or Treat from 2007. The director is Michael Dougherty. The runtime is 82 minutes, and it is a rating of R because it has horror violence, some sexuality and nudity, and, of course, some language. The main cast in it was Anna Paquin, Brian Cox, Dylan Baker, Rochelle Aites, Leslie Bibb, Quinn Lord, Lauren Lee Smith, Monica Delane, Tamo Pennicott, and Sam Todd. So this is a spoiler-free synopsis, but we may bring up a spoiler when we talk about it. But set on Halloween night in the town of Warren Valley, Trick or Treat weaves together multiple eerie tales that all revolve around the holidays, traditions, and taboos. A mysterious trick-or-treater named Sam appears throughout, ensuring that rules of the night are respected, for those who break them may face grim consequences. Over the course of the evening, lives overlap and fears simmer to a boil as the strange and supernatural intrude on the otherwise familiar Halloween rituals. What do you think of this movie?
So Trick or Treat. This movie is weird. I'm not a big fan of this movie. I think it's I don't know. There are better Halloween horror movies for me than this.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't my favorite, but it reminded me of Trilogy of Terror, which, if you remember our fan flicks, which we'll be bringing back.
We gotta bring back.
We will be bringing it back. We saw Trilogy of Terror, and it gave me the same vibe, how it just was different tales in one movie.
But this one interweaved them all.
Yeah, the other one didn't. I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think. The more I think about this movie now, I think when I watched it, I was a little bit like I enjoyed it a bit more. But
It's weird.
when I go back to it now, this movie kind of sucked.
I will say the weirdest part was the one with the, again, spoilers. I've said it like 5 times. I'm saying it again, spoilers. That the witch's coven thing.
You mean the werewolves?
Let me finish.
Okay.
I was going to say with the witches, I call them a witch's coven. It's just like a group of women, sure. They turn into werewolves, and I thought they were actually going to be vampires. So that was kind of weird for me.
But I don't think they were ever covens. Like, I don't think it was ever a witch's coven. I think it was just all werewolves that just turned into werewolves at the time.
Yeah, I know. I just called it a witch's coven. I know it's not a witch's coven.
Yeah, like
they're werewolves.
That
I know.
was super weird. I don't think that was needed literally at all. But
they were nude for so much of it too.
Again, for no reason at all.
For audience.
For the obvious people that wanted to just see boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like, literally boobs. Like, yeah. And the thing that bothered me most about this was Sam, actually. Because, sure, he appears throughout the movie, but there's not really a strong enough tie for him in the movie.
Oh, yeah. That's a great point.
You know what I mean?
I have no idea why he even showed up.
No,
Like,
it's just to have a figurehead, I think.
Was it kind of just because it was Halloween? Oh, Sam's going to pop up?
Maybe.
Also, him turning into a fucking
Pumpkin head?
jack-o'-lantern like monster thing.
Yeah, pumpkin head.
What a weird.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it kind of was like some
This
weird
movie-
fever dream.
Okay, so now I've definitely formulated this movie sucked.
Yeah.
Because the more I think about this movie, and like I said earlier, this movie sucks.
Out of 10, it's probably a 2.
Yeah, this is probably the worst Halloween movie I think I've ever seen.
No, it's definitely not the worst
All right,
one.
that I've seen, I think this is the worst one I've ever seen. Because I can't think of one worse right now. I might correct that later. Maybe next week's episode when we talk about other Halloween
Probably
movies.
Hubie Halloween.
No, I
but-
fucking loved Hubie.
Well,
Halloween.
Hubie Halloween is cute. I will give you that.
But it's also different because it's a comedy.
The Witch, I think, is stupid. I thought it sucked.
But is that a Halloween movie?
It's an eerie, creepy movie that you can watch for Halloween.
But are we counting that all...
I said any
Horror.
fall theme movie or like dark, spooky vibes, which it gives spooky vibes.
Fine. I don't know. This movie sucked. Especially because it's supposed to be a Halloween movie. One, I expected it to be scary. It really wasn't. I was also expecting Sam to be such a prominent
Yeah.
thing because every time you go to...
Spirit Halloween.
He's there. And it's
And
like,
I thought actually that was their action figure thing
for the longest
for a
time.
long time. And then I was like, oh, it's from a movie. Oh, it's called Trick or Treat. Oh, that's the movie.
We should watch the Spirit Halloween movie, by the way. Just saying.
Oh my gosh, that might be worse. Oh, you know what would be worse is the movie that we walked out on this year.
But I don't think that...
The Hell House one.
But I'm not even counting that because it didn't seem like a real movie.
It was a bad movie.
I know, but I don't know if that was a real movie.
It
Was it a real movie? It doesn't feel like it. Anyway, the point is that for a movie that's established as a proper horror movie, this sucked.
It did.
It really did suck.
It
I
was
think
not.
2 is even more generous.
Um,
All right, so then let's...
there's little bits that I was like, okay. I'm probably giving it a 2 also because I was in the mood for a Halloween-esque movie and we got to watch one. So I'm like, okay, that
bump it
filled a
up.
void.
Fair. Okay, so let's go into the other one, which is the Addams Family from 2019.
Which we have seen before.
And it's animated. It's not Addams Family of live action, and that spawned like multiple movies after that with different people. But so the director is Greg Tiernan and Conrad Vernon. The runtime is 86 minutes. The rating is PG for macabre and suggestive humor and some action. The main cast, which is also, by the way, a star-studded cast.
It really is. Like, these were just the main cast. All of them are A-listers.
Amazing. There's even some that are not on here that are also just as good, but we'll get to it. So the main cast is Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron.
I know. I hate
is
that. I
Theron.
know it's. This is.
We're keeping this in.
We're keeping this in. I still say Theron, like Charlize Theron.
But it is Theron.
It sounds so much nicer to say Theron. So
It
I know it's
sounds-
Theron and Charlize. I apologize.
Sounds fancier if it's
It does
Theron.
because her first name is so fancy.
Anyway, Chloe Grace Moretz, Finn Wolfhard, Nick Kroll, Allison Janney, Bette Midler.
Brett.
Okay, Bette Midler and Snoop Dogg. But Snoop Dogg is amazing as Cousin It, by the way. Anyway, our spoiler-free synopsis that we're eventually going to just spoil the movie anyway is Gomez and Morticia Addams, after being chased out of their town for being too weird, relocate to run-down asylum grounds on a hill. Raising their children, Wednesday and Pugsley, in seclusion, their lives are turned upside down when a reality TV show host, Margot Needler, decides to renovate the nearby neighborhood and sees the Addams mansion and their eccentric family as an eyesore. As the family resists assimilation, tensions rise, alliances form, and the Addams must stand together to protect their home, identity, and each other.
I love this movie.
This movie is actually phenomenal.
The second one's not as good. Did they make a third one?
No.
Okay. I feel like I've heard they were going to.
They might.
Because I think the ratings were so trashed in the second animated one they made, I don't think they're going to make a third one. I thought I had heard they were thinking about it.
Maybe this movie flopped, but I don't know.
Honestly, I think the voice cast is really good. Especially Oscar Isaac does such a good job as the voice of Gomez. I think.
So good.
And Nick Kroll being Fester is perfect.
But the other cast that I had mentioned that was so prominent was Martin Short and
Catherine O'Hara.
thank
Oh
you.
yeah, as Morticia's parents, right?
Yes, they're literally a one scene little bit, but man, are they funny. I don't know. This cast is outstanding to me.
But it's kind of a lot of people either hate or love the Addams Family. I'm absolutely obsessed with the Addams Family and the Munsters. Shout out to them because it never hit the ground as much as the Addams Family because it's basically the same thing. except it's Frankenstein. But anyway, I have always wanted to get an Addams Family tattoo, so that's on my radar in the distant future. Obsessed. My personal favorite is at the made-for-TV movie, The Addams Family Reunion, because it has Tim Curry in it and Daryl Hannah, and I love Tim Curry so much.
Is Christopher Lloyd still in that one too?
Christopher Lloyd is not in it.
He's not Fester?
I don't remember who is Fester. He's not a notable actor now. And it was made for TV, and it was based on either before or after the TV show, the new TV show they made of the Addams Family. The original show is also great, the black and white.
Yeah. To go to this movie though, like just to stay on this movie.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Because Cheyenne's right. Addams Family, there's like a lot of TV shows and
Or there's like at least 3 movies aside from the 2 animated. There's 2 TV shows.
Not 3. Wednesday.
Oh, and Wednesday,
That's the thing
which
I was gonna
I
mention.
actually am not a huge fan of.
We
guy.
We didn't watch.
No,
as Gomez. Fair.
Yeah, the guy as Gomez. That's all. I just don't think he portrays it as well as the other cast do, and especially Oscar Isaac is great.
And
though.
for us to talk so highly of the Addams Family in general and not have seen Wednesday is kind of wild. But like anyway, to go focus on this movie is really, really well done. I think it really touches the tone of the Addams Family so well. Like they like the cast that voices it. Morticia, it sounds exactly like Morticia, no matter in what realm.
Oh, great, Charlize. Yeah.
Like Charlize does.
I think so, and I even think Chloe Grace Moretz was just a shoe-in because she's such a horror queen.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would have gotten her. And
but Finn Wolfhard fits Pugsley perfectly too.
The voices are great, but like that's the thing. In real life, I could definitely see Oscar being Gomez in real life.
I don't think so.
Charlize, I could potentially.
Because Gomez is a little chubby, and Oscar Isaac is not anything but.
Yeah, but Tim Curry wasn't in his.
Yeah,
and neither was Raul Julia in the other movies.
Yeah, but he is chubbier. Not like, don't get me wrong, the movie makes him way chubbier than.
So
than
this is the only time you'll see a chubby Gomez.
I disagree.
He's not chubby in anything else.
He's chubby. Not fat. Let's be real.
No,
he's not fat.
He's average in everything else except this. For some reason, they made him like a bubble. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this movie, he's fat.
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I think chubbier is
physicalities aside. If they turned this movie into a live action with this cast, it'd be killer.
I think they did the opposite thing then with Pugsley, because Pugsley is not that big in this, and Pugsley is fat in the live action movies.
He's chubby in this.
He's like between chubby and
the only person
regular.
who's consistent is Fester
and Morticia.
And
Morticia is like long, skinny,
pale.
Which
this movie I knew was going to be good from the get-go. When in the beginning opening sequence, Morticia's putting on ashes as her eyeshadow.
Funny.
That is top tier humor for the Addams Family, if you know the Addams Family.
But even like your standard jokes that if you get in every Addams Family movie, like you know what speaking French does to me, or like
Academia, or like Tish, like it's just
you know what I mean. Like there's, I guess it's all Gomez, but like it's just perfect. I think
I would love to be in the Addams Family. I love the morbid,
creepy
death
vibe
sense they have. Like
I think it's just I think again I'm gonna keep saying it. It's just this movie does really hit the creepy, family friendly vibe almost perfectly. I don't.
And then sorry.
I was gonna say the only other thing that I can think of that is creepy and like
kooky,
morbid and like
mysterious, spooky.
Yeah, all the words like that is still very, very, very family friendly. And even this is not really true. Is Beetlejuice? Like Beetlejuice kind of fits this vibe very well.
Yeah,
but this is even more family friendly.
I would love a animated Beetlejuice.
That'd be dope.
That'd be really cool. Imagine what they could do with like the sandworm and stuff.
Anyway,
I will say too, I liked the pets in this one. Like Wednesday in this has Socrates, who's either a squid or an octopus.
I think he's a squid.
I think he's a squid. They have a talking tree. The house is a spirit that just says "Get out, get out." That one,
yeah, and then the
lion.
But even like Cousin It looks amazing, and
it gives the vibes of a hip hop star.
Well, I mean, the first thing you'd see when he comes in, or I don't even see here, is Snoop Dogg songs.
Yeah, and you don't hear Snoop Dogg do any voice really until the end of the movie, because then he does his actual performance. I wasn't sure if it was
the end of this movie or was it in the second movie, but I guess
it's definitely this movie.
It's probably end up being
because
both,
we started rewatching the second movie. We haven't finished it yet, but we haven't gotten to the end, so I know he does it in this movie.
I don't know. I think this movie is like.
This is like a 7 out of 10.
Oh man, that's still too low for me. This is like
Really?
to me, it's like an 8.5, 9 out of 10.
What? That's a stretch.
I really like this movie.
7.5 then.
I think I could rewatch this movie over and over and over again.
I could easily rewatch this movie
But
over
I think
and over and over again.
to me, that marks a great movie. Like
it does. It's just for me, no more than an 8. I'll stick with 7.5. I think.
This is a 9 for me, I think, because I just really enjoy this movie. And I think that if you're trying to hit the Halloween checklist even for families, especially, because it's a fine line when you look at Halloween movies for kids. And this is like the top of that list. Like to me, this beats out Casper. This beats out Halloween Town. Like, you know what I mean? Like those are other kids movies that are Halloween movies. This is better than all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think so too. Like I still really, really enjoy it.
All right. You want to go into the last part of our second half?
Okay. So to kind of tie in all the movies that we've talked about, because they are very broad, I did 3 Did We Know questions for each of the 4. So it'd be Trick or Treat, the Addams Family, the Smashing Machine, and Nacho Libre. So I've done 3 Did We Knows for each one.
So the first movie is Trick or Treat. So the first one is, this movie was shelved for 2 years before release despite strong festival buzz. Did we know?
No. We probably don't know much about this movie prior, so.
But I am surprised that I guess this movie would have came out like in a TIFF. I'm not saying it is TIFF, but like some sort of like film festival.
Well, it says festival.
So
I'm surprised it
got it. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised it got any traction for this movie.
I'm surprised it got unshelved.
Oh. Yeah, I guess fair enough.
I'm like, what? Yeah, I guess.
The second one is the director Michael Dougherty based Sam, the burlap sack trick-or-treater, on a short film he made in 1996. Did we know?
Nope.
I'm curious if that Sam was more interesting. But no.
I would love to know the short film for that, yeah.
Maybe the short film is better. The less of this movie, the better. And then the final one is that this movie is now considered a Halloween cult classic, even though it never had a wide theatrical release. Did we know?
No, but that makes sense for the festival thing.
It also makes sense because, let's say this is a TV movie. This doesn't scream like a Halloween film to me.
It's based in Halloween. What do you mean?
No. I mean like a proper theatrical released big screen movie.
Oh,
that's maybe what I meant to say.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me that this is a direct-to-TV kind of movie.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah. So I feel like we're gonna say yes to all 3 of these because we've definitely talked about 2 of the 3. But this is for the Addams Family. That first one will be Oscar Isaac voiced Gomez Addams, even though fans once campaigned for him to play the live-action version. Did we know?
I did not know that he was campaigned
Okay,
to be
actually, I didn't either. I didn't read the whole question at first. That's why. No, I didn't know, but this is why. I'm like, I wish he'd have been it too, but I'm so glad he voiced it at least.
Do you think now that the animated one is done, if it's done, they'll do a live action one and put him as Gomez? Do you think it's done?
I think it's done because they're doing Wednesday. So if it's going to be rebooted entirely, maybe.
Right.
That's
so sad.
I know.
Anyway.
Next one. The animation style was inspired by Charles Addams' original New Yorker cartoons from the 1930s. Did we know? No, but I have seen those original cartoons, and I love the look of them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that it makes sense, right? Like, I think it had to be inspired from something. So I think it's really cool.
And the last one, it was so successful worldwide that it spawned a 2021 sequel. Did we know?
Yes, because we're watching it right now.
Yes. Well, we've seen it multiple times.
We have seen it multiple times, but we are watching it right now.
Yeah. So that's for the Addams Family.
Yeah, and then the third movie being The Smashing Machine. So the first fact is Mark Kerr, the documentary subject, was once nicknamed the Smashing Machine because of his brutal early dominance in MMA. Did we know?
No.
Why didn't the movie include this?
Yeah, the movie doesn't mention this at all.
Well, I actually kind of wondered that in the movie because the movie doesn't mention it at all. I just assumed because he was just beating up people.
I just figured it was another nickname for a wrestler in general.
Movie. What the fuck?
I know.
The second one is Dwayne Johnson underwent major physical changes. He wore a wig. gained 30 pounds of mass, and used about 22 prosthetic pieces to better resemble Kurt. Did we know?
No.
So I knew some of it, obviously.
Well,
because
obviously
you
he
can
gained
tell.
weight, but I didn't know it was 30 pounds. Like,
Yeah, that's wild.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. I didn't know the entirety of it, but obviously, based watching the movie, you can tell that there's some parts that are fake. But yeah, that's really cool. I didn't realize it was that much to fully transform him. The third one is that this film was in competition at the 82nd Venice International Film Festival, and Benny Safdie won the Silver Lion Award there. Did we know?
No, I don't even know what the Silver Lion is.
Neither do I.
It must be the award at the Venice Film Festival.
Maybe it was like best writer, best director in that regard.
Something along those lines, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I did not know that.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, you want to do the last one?
Yeah. Last and final is for Nacho Libre, which is in 2006, if you were curious. First one is that Jack Black trained with real luchadors to prepare for the role. Did we know?
No.
So, yes, I'm just going to let you know, I read ahead just now of all 3 facts, and I do know all 3 facts.
So there was like a little behind the scenes thing that we had watched before.
Well, I've seen this movie probably 50 times before I met you.
I've seen this movie like 4.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I think it makes sense that he studies them and like really embodies it. I think that's awesome. I think he does a really good job at it though.
Next, it was directed by Jared Hess, who is the same filmmaker behind Napoleon Dynamite. Did we know?
Yes, this one I did
know. But is it because I told you?
No. I once I found out it was directed by Jared Hess before, then I was like, oh, I wonder what else he did. And
that's how you found out though? Yeah, so I knew of Napoleon Dynamite first, and then I was like, oh, Jared Hess, I know he did Napoleon. So.
I didn't know who did Napoleon Dynamite. And then
I did. Actually, I did because of Nacho Libre. That's how I knew.
So for me, I watched this movie, knew who Jared Hess was afterwards, and then looked it up and went, oh, he did this.
Last and final is the film's story was loosely inspired by the true tale of a Mexican priest who secretly wrestled to support his orphanage. Did we know?
Yes, because Cheyenne told me
yesterday.
A couple days ago.
I thought it was yesterday.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure it was yesterday. It definitely was. But yeah, he was a priest by day, and he actually was a wrestler at night to help get money for his orphanage.
That's phenomenal. I think that's so cool.
He was a lucha libre.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow along, keep up with us, follow us on our Letterboxd, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, our TikTok, YouTube. If you want to watch the podcast or listen to the podcast, you can follow us at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, including YouTube. And then if you want to watch the video, obviously that's on Spotify or YouTube. All of our shorts, reels, TikToks, yada, 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 is all on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. One day, maybe the other ones. If you didn't like our opinions, well, too bad. These are our opinions. If you want to let us know what your opinions are, please feel free. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in a rating. If you want to rate us 5 stars, that'd be great. But if you don't, let us know why you rated us, what you rated us. Please tell everyone about us, about the show, to friends, family, enemies, coworkers,
pets,
relatives, pets.
Well, not pets, because pets can't do
enemies.
much to help us. Pet-emies?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Or your boss. Tell your boss. Tell your coworkers.
But guys, yeah, just like word of mouth, man. It helps us so much. We're trying to grow every year, every day, every minute. And thank you so much for spending the time.
Yeah.
If you got even this far, all right, thank you so much for sticking around.
If you have gone this far, leave a comment that says nacho. Why not?
Add as many O's as you want.
Or add an emoji that resembles salsa and nachos and stuff.
Yep. Why not? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and
we'll see you at the movies.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.